Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday, and I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me for another episode of From the Desk to Dr. Ron. So, as you can see, I got an interesting topic as always. But before I go there, I want to make sure I invite you guys out to join me this coming Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, we're going to have another legend in the community. Mr. Eric Slaughter is going to be joining me. Slaughter. He's been on the show before, and he is also a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. So I'm looking forward for him to be able to tell us his story on how he got to that point. You know, in case you haven't noticed, I've been doing a series on all those that have won or achieved that level of Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award status, okay? So I'm just looking forward to his story, and I'm sure you are too. So don't miss. Tell somebody this coming Tuesday, that's what's going on, okay? Now, as always, when I like to get started, I like to give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we've been traveling together, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. So, as always, I like to explain so that you understand the value of a mentor. A mentor is somebody that can help you navigate through life all of the pitfalls, the ups, the downs, the curves in the road, everything related to life. And he's also a person that will pray for you, hold your hand, encourage you when you are going through some problems in life, okay? Just like you pray for your mentor prays for you. So the emphasis on having a mentor is to have somebody that you can count on, that you can trust with your secrets, with your information, that will say, oh, I saw that coming. Let me tell you what to do. That's a mentor. Somebody that can be there for you to help you every step of the way. So get a mentor and then get a show so you can shout your mentor out. Well, I just want to touch on this for this week. Where is the love? Now, last week was a holiday throughout the U.S. of A. We had what they call Easter. Okay, Easter, you know, for lack of a better term, is a holiday where they put the resurrection of Christ in it and say, okay, it's a holiday. And then on the very next day, we lost the leader of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so I don't know how many of you all know, but Easter was also a holiday that was established by the Roman Catholic Church. Interesting, isn't it? So I'm not focused so much on the holiday itself or the celebration that they created. But what I am focused on is love. You know, the world is in need of love today, and my question is, where is it at? Where is the love? And I'm talking about agape love. I'm not talking about lust, where people are getting butt naked and getting freaky. You know, we get that every day, whether it's a holiday or if the world is going crazy or not going crazy. They gonna get their freak on. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the definition of the word agape. Agape means unconditional love. Unconditional means you're doing it just because, it's the right thing to do, something that you want to do, and it generates a ripple effect. Unconditional love can go around the world and touch so many different people. At this time in the world, we got war on all sides. We got war, Russia and Ukraine. We got war in Israel against the Palestinians. We got war in the United States. Every weekend, we got people protesting and objecting to all of the harsh rules and regulations that the administration is putting in place, and the administration is barking back and fighting back, locking people up because they say you ain't do what I said do, and it's a hostile situation on all sides. Now, the way I describe it, you'd be like, where can love exist in all of this? Well, that's what our job is. And I say our because it's my job as well. We need love in our families. We need to be able to embrace one another when we're going through something. We need to be able to hold on to each other and encourage them no matter what's going on. And I just want to encourage all of us to find some love in our hearts to be able to encourage somebody. You don't know who's in need of love today. I saw a post on social media on this week that I thought was very interesting. A father was making reference to, and he didn't call her by name, thank God, his 16-year-old daughter. And he was saying when he was 16 years old, he was out there slinging rocks, making money. But yet his 16-year-old daughter is running around depressed. And I was like, wow, that's deep. So he didn't know how to help her, encourage her, to lift her up. But he gonna put a post on social media talking about 16 years old and depressed and what he was doing. Well, first of all, young ladies have it a little bit different than men. Yeah, at 16, you probably was out there slinging rocks. I'm not going to even deny that. Because, when he was 16 years old, hey, that was where he found love. Making some money on the street corner, slinging some rocks. Well, thank God his 16-year-old daughter's not out on the corner doing that. She's depressed. And that's a state of mind that you need to have the entire family wrap around that 16-year-old daughter of yours and encourage her to help her overcome, because she needs that. Emotions in a young person are flaming. They're out of control. They so high-strung, high-spirited, they don't know where to get help at. So sometimes they sit in that state of depression, and the enemy will grab hold of them and have them do harm to themselves. Okay? So I'm speaking to somebody today. I don't know who it is, because if one person is going through it or one family is going through it, there are others that are going through the same thing. When you see chaos and confusion in the world the way that it is, sometimes the little people in our lives miss out. They go unnoticed. We don't know what their problems are. And if you don't talk to your little people or your young person or young persons, that's how situations, you wake up one day and you find out somebody committed suicide. Because we, as adults, are not paying attention to the young people and what their needs are. We need to put some agape on them, some unconditional love. I mean, totally don't worry about no grades. Don't love them when they're getting good grades. Love them because they are yours. And, because they didn't clean the kitchen, don't get mad at them and fuss at them all the time. But do that now. But show them some love. Say, look, hey, love's in need of love today. And this dropped on my spirit, and I struggled all the way up until showtime to like, what am I going to talk about today? And then I started reflecting on this week. Oh my goodness, I got a Miss Takesha, a celebrity following me on today. Hey, Miss Takesha, how you doing? And she's responding, yes, indeed, with a lot of heart. So, celebrity following me on today. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you taking time to join us on the show today. But yes, we got young people out there that are being ignored because of big problems and issues. The government is, closing down this, closing down that. But you know what? My response to that is, you know, um, God can't close down the world unless He wants it closed down. If God wants it closed down, it will be. If God don't shut it down, it won't get shut down. As an example, when we had COVID, God shut the world down. He said, everybody go home, shop closed. And we had to stay in the house until God said it was okay for us to be back outside. Now, some folks wanted to be outside, but it was too soon. Some people got sick and died. There was over 1 million people that passed away during the COVID crisis. And that was God's handiwork. Church was shut down, business was shut down, government was shut down. Okay? Nobody knew what to do during COVID. Okay? So everything that's going on now with the government acting crazy, they ain't God. Even though Trump wants to be God, Trump wants to be, I call him the orange-haired orangutan. He wants to be the person that's out there, like I'm gonna write an executive order, and then y'all gonna do what I say do, and Congress is letting them do it. The makers are like, let's make America great again. Well, guess what? They have successfully in bankrupting the United States. But you know what? I tell people all the time, people of color, black folks, African Americans, we've been here before. We've seen crises of this nature, and we survive. And we're going to survive again. We have been here since the beginning of time, and we've seen every kind of foolishness that they can come up with, and yet we still here are surviving. We ain't jumping off no bridges because our stock market has crashed. We ain't jumping off of no skyscrapers because we done lost money in the stock market. We ain't doing that. Okay, we may know about the stock market and we may make a few dollars because, me, myself personally, I got this thing going where I'm a petty thief. I'm going to go in there and steal what I can steal and take care of business and then come back and steal some more because I know that's an easy place to steal money from. But at the end of the day, I understand that we need love and more of it close at hand. We need to show people that love is still alive. Agape love, not no freaky stuff. Love is alive today. So I hope this, inspiration touches somebody, makes somebody feel good about what's going on in the world, and it's an instructional piece. Take it and put it in action. If you got somebody that you love, that you care about, even right before I went on the air, I've got a sponsor, Port Again Sam. Port Again Sam has been going through some health issues, and I called and checked on him because he's a good person, a good brother. And when I ended my conversation with him and his son, I told him, I said, hey, man, I love y'all. Just in case you have not heard it today, I love you guys. Stay encouraged. I know you got business to take care of, but stay encouraged, because that's what we need to do. We need to tell somebody that we love them on today. Be an ambassador for the love, the God of love. Be an ambassador for the God that helps you understand the definition of love. Because you know what, y'all? I tell this testimony for those that know me. They say, well, how you doing? I say, I'm still glad to be alive. That's a real testimony. A real testimony, because there have been many times in my life where I could not still be here. So if I'm here, I'm going to give that testimony. I'm still here and I can feel the love. Of course, I feel the aches and pains, but I feel the love. So I encourage you all on today, show some love. Despite what's going on in the atmosphere, no matter what's going on around the world, what's happening on the other side of the earth, please just let love prevail. Okay? So that being said, I'm going to encourage you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, please browse around, check out everything that's going on my website. Support my sponsors, support them. They help make it possible for me to do what I do here on this show. Thank you so very much for once again to Miss Takesha Howard, a celebrity and a legend in her own right. I want to invite you guys to join me every Wednesday, Street News Now. It's where we come together and we give news commentary and celebrate what's going on in our community from our perspective. So please join me each and every Wednesday. Once again, I want to remind you guys to join me each and every Saturday at 12 noon. Spread the word. Tell somebody, Dr. Ron is on the air again. That's right. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Okay? I want to thank all those that have made donations and contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. Without you, I would not be able to do what I do. These are all the areas in which you can make donations and contributions. Do so. We'll put your money to good use where we help and bless as many as we can. Also, while you're here, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share with somebody. So this is a good message to share with somebody today. And a word of encouragement, for our young people and adults alike. If you don't understand what a person is depressed about, that's okay. You don't have to understand. But encourage them how to come out of it. And how to help them come out of it is show some love. All right, so I hope somebody got the revelation on the love today. So please, 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 I just want you all to know that I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, and I look forward to seeing you guys again on Tuesday. Don't forget to join me on Tuesday. Eric Slaughter will be here, another legend in our community. So I look forward to seeing